Hello, this is Eric Hong, Executive Director of the Momiji Healthcare Society, speaking to you again about the coronavirus. Ontario and Toronto are cautiously relaxing some restrictions on public park use and also allowing some non-essential businesses to open for curbside pickup or purchases made remotely. Many people are watching to see how or if these changes affect the COVID-19 infection rate. Coincidentally, the COVID infection rate across Canada and in the City of Toronto have both spiked up this last week, whereas the provincial rate for Ontario has continued to come down. It is still too early to tell if the relaxing of restrictions on commercial activities and the rise in infection numbers are connected to each other. It needs to be qualified, though, that neither an increase nor decrease in new infection cases over 1 week is necessarily predictive of a good or bad outcome of the policy change. More time and more lasting trending statistics will help inform determination as to whether we have weathered the worst of the pandemic and on the road to recovery. Over the past 2 months, Momiji has been singularly focused on doing what we can to keep the risk of tenants in our seniors' residence and our staff from being exposed to COVID infection. We have intensified cleaning of the facility throughout Momiji premises. We have urged everyone to stay in their homes, staff to work from home as much as possible, and everyone to avoid gathering in groups. We have asked families of tenants to refrain from visiting as much as possible. We have implemented pre-work screening of staff, visitor screening, and the no mask, no visit into Momiji rule. We are thankful. To date, we have not encountered or had to deal with any presumptive case of COVID infection. The unfortunate consequence of self-isolation at home and social distancing has been hard on the seniors in our care. Having to be by oneself most of the time has not been easy. This is especially so when everyone had been so used to the many and varied formal and informal in-house activities, Seniors Active Living Center and education programs that normally takes place within Momiji. With the warming spring season upon us, social distancing and social isolation at home will be even more difficult to bear. Now that we have done as much as we can for the moment on infection prevention, we are turning our attention to trying to ameliorate the social and emotional aspect of all these changes on the seniors at Momiji. Group programs and large-scale events that attract many participants in one place are still not advisable. We have had to forego the bazaar, bowl-a-thon, and other programs until later. When or if they will be put on later this year depends on government directives as to when it might be safe to stage such normally well-attended events. But we are adopting some augmented ways of delivering support to those that are dependent upon us. We have always conducted friendly visits to the tenants of Momiji Seniors residents into their apartments. We have shifted to doing regular friendly visits by phone. This has been made available to our current tenants and also offered to those seniors on the waiting list to move into our residence if they wish to receive a regular call from our staff or volunteer. We have put in place what we call an open door program. Designated staff are standing by each day to meet and speak with our tenants one-on-one if they needed information or just a chance to chat with someone. We are also gradually launching a one-on-one activation program in which staff will go to individual tenants' apartment and enable them to engage in some physical exercises so that they can remain in shape. The next phase of this reactivation program will see staff accompany individual tenants going on short walks around the local neighborhood to ensure safety and support. If you are not yet aware of these programs and would like to explore if you might enjoy them, please speak with any Momiji staff and they will help connect you with their colleagues involved with specific programs. The risk of COVID pandemic worsening, spiking up, or resurging before it gets better is real. we cannot afford to drop our guards. We cannot relax all the social distancing measures that have helped us be safe so far. There is, however, some optimism that the COVID pandemic might be slowing down. In the meantime, we at Momiji will be paying more attention to enhancing and maintaining everybody's mental and emotional well-being while we continue to fight the threat of the coronavirus invading our community at Momiji. Thank you.